Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a story that's incredibly powerful, a quiet reflection on what it means to find or lose yourself in a new land. We're talking about The American Quiet, a poignant journey through the eyes of Mr. Barr. Get ready, because this one hits different. Imagine a house so big it echoes. That's where Mr. Barr finds himself. The kitchen counters gleam untouched. Stainless steel knives shimmer like surgical tools. Everything is clean, organized, perfect, and utterly lifeless. He's an old man newly arrived in America, living with his successful daughter and son-in-law. They've built the American dream: out before sunrise, home after dark, weekends at Costco. It's scheduled down to the minute they're making it. But for Mr. Barr, it's not comfort, it's a fortress. He rubs his temples. The ache he feels isn't just in his bones, it's the quiet heaviness of being unnecessary. He looks out the window, seeing their cars sleek and silent like polished beasts. His daughter and her husband will return late, tired, but they'll smile those polite, hurried smiles before retreating upstairs. He knows their rhythm by heart. This isn't how he imagined America. This isn't how he imagined comfort. Back home, in Vietnam, Mr. Barr was a literature teacher. His voice filled classrooms, inspiring students with the beauty of Nguyen Du, the rhythm of poetry, the pride of language. Words were his craft, his dignity. But here, he struggles to order coffee without pointing. English phrases, "Good morning," "How are you?" "I'm fine, thank you," sound like lines from someone else's play, rehearsed, hollow, obedient. He tries to remember the last full conversation he had in Vietnamese. It was months ago. A static-filled call with a friend in Saigon, full of shared laughter despite the distance. Now silence grows in this house like mold. He turns on the TV, a reflex. News anchors talk too fast, words blurring. Subtitles scroll, but his eyes sting. He understands the pictures, storms, elections, sports, but not the sentences. The meaning always just out of reach. How can a man who once shaped words like clay now choke on the simplest ones? It's an absurdity he sometimes laughs at, softly, alone in the quiet room. Every morning the same ritual unfolds upstairs. Alarms, footsteps, rushing water, doors slamming. Mr. Barr watches from the living room window as his daughter and son-in-law vanish into their separate cars, merging into the endless river of commuters. He waves, though they rarely look back. The silence that follows is almost physical, the air itself heavy. He makes tea, not out of thirst, but because the kettle hisses, a small sound filling the void, a memory of life. He eats alone at the marble counter. Toast, oatmeal, food that tastes like nothing. The day stretches before him like a wide, empty highway. He sometimes walks around the block, past manicured lawns and identical houses. No one greets him. Neighbors nod from a distance, polite, contained, untouchable. In this country, he observes, friendliness is a gesture, not a connection. When he returns, the house smells of air freshener and quiet. At night, faint music seeps through the ceiling from his granddaughter's room. He's never seen her without headphones. When she rushes past him in the morning, her "Hi, Grandpa" is too quick, a polite obligation. Her phone glows in her hand. Her laughter belongs to the screen, not to him. He yearns to tell her stories about the rain in Saigon, about her grandmother's lullabies that smelled of rice fields and river wind, but the words jam in his throat. Even if he could speak them, she wouldn't understand. Vietnamese sounds to her like background noise, exotic, distant. He tries once, timidly. "Do you want to hear about where your father was born?" She smiles, polite. "Maybe later, Grandpa." Later never comes. He learns that silence is safer. There are no vendors shouting here, no scooters honking, no children chasing each other in the alleys. Just the soft, mechanical sigh of the refrigerator, the whisper of air vents, the occasional buzz of notifications on his phone that he doesn't read. He scrolls through contacts on his old phone, names that once meant laughter, now ghosts. It's past midnight in Vietnam. He stares at a name for a long time, his thumb hovering over the call button, then locks the screen. What would he say? That he's fine? That he's proud? That he's lonely in a house full of comfort? He remembers his daughter's words when he arrived. "Bah, now you can finally rest. You deserve it. Rest, he thinks. Is this rest or disappearance? Sundays bring family time. A park visit for exactly 30 minutes, while his granddaughter feeds ducks and his daughter checks her phone. Then Costco, with aisles stretching like airports. Everything is large, the carts, the packaging, the emptiness. His daughter beams, "Siba, we have everything here." He smiles back gently. Everything. Except what matters. That night he sits on the porch while they sleep. The moon rises, white, cold, mathematical. He whispers in Vietnamese, a language that now feels like prayer. The moon here looks the same, but it doesn't belong to us. Weeks pass without event. The calendar on the fridge fills with appointments that aren't his. Meetings, soccer practice, due dates. He stops marking his own days. One afternoon he notices something strange. His reflection in the TV screen, not while it's off, but while it's on. Images flicker, news anchors, politicians, commercials, yet beneath them his face hovers faintly, ghost-like. He realizes he's been watching himself disappear, pixel by pixel. That night, something shifts. He finally presses the call button. The phone rings, once, twice, then a click. "Buzz, is that you?" The voice is old too, cracked but alive. They talk for hours, slipping between laughter and silence, filling each gap with shared memory. When he hangs up, his eyes are wet, but his chest feels lighter. He walks to the window. The street outside glows with streetlights and loneliness. Every house has its own quiet, its own cage. He wonders how many old souls are trapped like him, behind walls built from love, money, and good intentions. The next morning, sunlight cuts through the blinds. Dust floats like tiny ghosts. He stands up slowly, walks to a shelf and picks up a photo of his wife, taken decades ago before America, before all this. "I made it here, love," he says softly. "But I left us behind." He sits back down. The house hums around him, indifferent. Outside, children ride bikes. A dog barks. A plane crosses the sky, maybe headed east, maybe home. That evening, the family gathers for dinner, a rare occasion. His daughter serves pasta. His granddaughter scrolls through her phone. Conversation flickers like candlelight, bright, brief, and gone. "How was your day, Ba?" his daughter asks out of habit. "Quiet," he replies. "That's good," she says, misunderstanding completely. He smiles anyway. After dinner, he turns off the lights one by one. When the TV goes dark, his reflection appears again. For a moment he imagines the screen is a window. On the other side, Saigon breathes, humid, loud, alive. He can almost hear the clatter of bowls, the laughter spilling from coffee shops, the chaos that once held him close. He reaches out, fingertips brushing cold glass. The reflection trembles, then steadies. He lies on the sofa, eyes open to the ceiling. The air is too still, the comfort too complete. For the first time, he understands what this silence truly is. It is not peace, it is the absence of witness. He whispers to no one, "I am here, but my soul is still waiting at Tan Son Nhat." The refrigerator hums. The night deepens, and somewhere in the distance, faint, imagined, impossible, he hears a scooter's horn, a vendor's call, the pulse of a city that never learned how to sleep. He smiles just once before the sound fades. What a powerful story, right? The American quiet reminds us that comfort isn't always connection, and success can sometimes come with a cost we don't anticipate. It's a beautiful, heart-wrenching look at immigration, family, and the search for belonging. What are your thoughts on Mr. Ba's journey? Have you ever felt that disconnect, even when surrounded by loved ones? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing from you and building this community together. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps us know what kind of content you enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more inspiring stories and discussions. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.